In my last video, I showed you guys the 5 original Garbage Pail Kids flipbooks, and I also tried chewing some 33-year-old bubblegum, which came from these Garbage Pail Kids cards from the 1980s. So today I'm going to be making my own Garbage Pail Kids flipbooks, and I'm actually going to try some of the gum again, but this time it's even older. And I've got some Garbage Pail Kids hot sauce that I've been wanting to try, and so I thought, what better way to test out the hot sauce than on top of some original Garbage Pail Kids gum?
We just can't seem to stay out of trouble. Gummy Gary just blew a stinking bubble. Cash from a world we couldn't stay. That's the greatest would say.
Hey everyone, how's it going? So this is my Garbage Pail Kids video part 2. In my last video, besides chewing some 30-year-old gum and showing you the original Garbage Pail Kids flipbooks, at the end of that video, I gave you a sneak peek of a surprise I've been dying to show you. And here it is. Look at this. I am a Garbage Pail Kid. This is an official Garbage Pail Kid card from Topps. They printed up 1,500 of these for me, and I can't even begin to tell you how amazing this is to be on a Garbage Pail Kid card. Like 10-year-old Andy would be blowing his mind. I'm so excited about this. So they printed up 1,500 of these, and I have signed the backs of all of them. If you would like to get one, stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you how you can get one if you want to get one. So this is the original painting. This was drawn and painted by Joe Simko, who's one of the current Garbage Pail Kids artists. I'm going to frame this, and this is going to go on my wall for sure. But it's just amazing. I'll put a link to Joe's Instagram down below, so go check him out. All right, let's get into making this first flipbook. Okay, so this is my original collection of Garbage Pail Kids cards from when I was a kid, and one of my favorites was this one, Melton Milton. So for this first flipbook, what I want to do is I'm going to take Melton Milton, and basically I want to bring this card to life. So I want to see him actually melt in my animation. So I'm going to start him off looking like a normal kid, as normal as Garbage Pail Kids look, and then I want to see his face melt. Like it'll melt and then end on this frame, and I hope it looks good. The original artwork was done by John Pound. He did lots of the original cards, and I think his artwork is pretty amazing. Since I've never drawn Garbage Pail Kids before, I sketched this face several times, and then Joe Simko gave me some feedback to help me, kind of keep the face on model. You know what? And actually, as I'm getting started on this, I'm guessing that some of you might not have heard of Garbage Pail Kids before. So let me back up for a second. Let's go all the way back to the 1980s. So this is me in the mid-80s. It was kind of an epic time for pop culture. I mean, if you think about the movies that came out in 1985, you had Back to the Future, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, The Goonies, Ghostbusters had just come out the year before, Super Mario Brothers came out in 1985. Well, something else that debuted in 1985 was Garbage Pail Kids. So they were like these trading cards where you could peel off the back and stick them everywhere. Kids had them at school. Some schools banned them. They were in the news. So, you'd have kids at school sharing all these like trading cards, doing all these weird, gross things. And so it became this like massive phenomenon. But anyway, that's kind of how I got started. And today Garbage Pail Kids has continued to, blaze a unique path of its own. All right, well, let's get back to Melton Milton. The tricky part of this animation is having to work my way toward an existing, finished piece of artwork. Like I have to make sure all my lines, the eyeballs, the mouth, that everything moves and ends up in the right place. So I printed a copy of the original artwork and traced it, and then I'm going to work my way toward matching up with that drawing. All right, well, all the rough drawings are done. The animation's basically finished, and I've gone back over everything in ink. So here's the finished version with just outlines. I think that works really well. I'm really happy with this. It's like gross and cool, but I don't know. I think the melting worked out pretty well. So, but yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with that. So let's move on to flipbook number 2, and then after that I'll get them both colored. But right now, I think it's time to test some hot sauce. And what better way to do that than on some crunchy old vintage bubblegum. All right, so in my last video, I chewed some gum that was 33 years old. It came from the Garbage Pail Kids that I opened up in that video. Well, I have actually some older cards here. This is the 4th series, so these cards came out in 1986. So that means that the gum inside of these packs is 34 years old, so it's a year older than the gum I tried in the last video. So I've had this box for a really long time. Lori got this for me as a present, and I've been holding on to it for years and have not opened these cards. I've had this Garbage Pail Kids hot sauce from FYE that I've been wanting to try, that they were kind enough to send to me. I thought if I was going to try the Garbage Pail Kids hot sauce, what better way to try it than to dump a little dab on some Garbage Pail Kids gum and try it on the gum. So this is probably a terrible idea. So we've got 4 flavors. They're rated in terms of hotness. We're going to do a little taste test with all of them. All right, here we go. Ooh, this is one I never had. Dunkin' Pumpkin. And the gum. And it looks pretty good, actually. It's got a nice pinkish hue. You know what? I need a bowl so I can spit. I'm going to try the first piece of gum just by itself with no hot sauce. We'll just see what it's like by itself.
Maybe it'll be better.
Maybe it'll be better this time. There's no crunch. It's kind of soft. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to like shatter like glass. It's still dissolving though. It doesn't taste as like dusty and old. It's like it's disintegrated though. It's still disturbing. I was hoping it would congeal. I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be totally crunchy. Maybe it's because we've had these stored in a more human environment. So let's start with the least hot atom bombs nuclear meltdown. So I'll try it once on a piece of gum, and then I'll actually do a taste test on a piece of chicken. Oh, look, there's Bony Tony this time. That's probably a healthy dose. It's so weird, it's not crunchy like the others. I can tell the sauce tastes pretty good. It's really good. Jalapeno. I would kind of expect Atom Bomb to be like the worst one. Okay, fair.
Oh gosh, that was sick. It was like liquid.
That's 2 different colors in there. Oh no. Don't show it. Okay.
Seriously gonna puke.
Let's do chicken. Yeah, this one is not like too spicy, really. It's got a good flavor. That's pretty good sauce. I could really load that up. It's not too spicy. It's like sriracha level spicy, but that tastes good. All right, on to number 2. All right, well, let's get started on the second flip book, and then I'll come back after that and try some more hot sauce. So another one of the early cards that I think would be really cool as a flip book is this one, Bony Tony. This was a pretty popular card, and I think it would be awesome as a flip book. So, but here again, the idea is to start off with a normal-looking kid, and then he'll reach up and unzip his head, matching up with the card at the end. say, for as simple as this idea is, this one has turned out to be a lot more difficult than I expected. Like, just a lot more time consuming. There's so many little details. But one thing I'm doing to help with the timing is I've mapped out the timing of each hand movement, you know, just in this simple shape. And then what I can do is follow that template that I've made and with rough shapes, make sure it's kind of feeling good. And then I'll go back and fill in the details, you know, fill in the details of the hands and arms. All right, all the rough pencils are done for this one, and now here's how it looks with the final outlines in ink. And now it's time to color. You know who I think would be really good at coloring these pages? Hey, Joe.
How you doing?
Good. I like your shirt.
I've been wearing this for like weeks now. The same thing over and over. Working at home.
So this is Joe Simko, who painted the Andymation card. I'm going to ship these 2 flipbooks to him, and he is going to color them. I did a full interview with Joe, so if you want to watch that, I'll put a link below. And right now, I think it's time to go try some more hot sauce. I think right now we'll go for Hot Scott's Infernal Fire. All right, let's see how hot level 5 is. This is a Habanero hot sauce. It's got really good flavor. If you ignore the gum. I can't believe how fast the gum just turns into liquid.
I'm gonna be sick.
It's like stuck to my teeth.
I think watching you chew this gum is worse than me. It looks like vomit.
It's the color. It's the color of vomit. It's like vomit mixed with Pepto-Bismol. It's kind of the color. I do like the flavor of that one quite a bit. Let's try it on some chicken. Yeah, I really like that. I feel like I could handle more heat. All right, we'll try the next hot sauce a little bit later. For now, let's get back to Joe Simko doing the coloring on these flipbooks.
Just had a FedEx delivery. It looks like it's the Andymation pages. All right, here we go.
Several days later.
Okay, Joe finished all the coloring and he shipped all the cards back to me. I can't wait to see how the coloring looks. Let's get the package and open it up. Oh, this color looks so good. I'm so glad I got to collaborate with Joe on this. All right, let's go try the third hot sauce and then we'll come back and flip these. All right, for the next hot sauce, I got one of my other pieces of gum. These are from the 33-year-old packs. Just so you can hear the difference in the crunch. These ones are so crunchy compared to this older gum, which is actually softer. So It makes me wonder if we could like soak it in water or something and have it bring back its gum-like properties, or maybe it would just dissolve. Should try and see. All right, so here is Nasty Nick's Mouth Impaler. And you'll hear how much crunchier this other gum is. That's good too. Oh yeah, that's got garlic. That's a garlic hot sauce. I'm getting a little too used to this, like chewing this gum. I can't help but kind of make this like cringy face though. It's like a reflex. No. Okay, chicken time. I like all these a lot. I feel like I can just load them up. But they all have like a really good flavor, I think. All right, that was hot sauce number 3. All right, one more hot sauce to go. Let's take a look at these finished colored Flipbooks. First up is Melton Milton. I love how the color turned out on this one. It makes me think of like melting silly putty. All right, now let's take a look at Bony Tony. The coloring makes such a difference. I love how this turned out. I really like skulls for some reason. I don't know why, but ever since I was a kid, I've just thought skulls were so cool looking. All right, well, those are my 2 finished Garbage Pail Kids Flipbooks. Thanks to Joe Simko for collaborating with me on that. And now let's go try the final hot sauce. Last one. This is Fry and Ryan's Tongue Destroyer Green Habanero Hot Sauce. This is a level 6, the hottest. You know what? Let's do a double decker. We'll do one soft and one crunchy. We'll load it up. Look at that color. That's nasty. Make a gum sandwich. Those gums are like a different length. Ready? Which, the flavor is really good too. But the gum, Oh. Is that still going? That one was a lot hotter. Oh, the after, it's like way hotter after. That's like, my tongue really hurts. Oh, I feel like that one's like twice as bad as all the others. All right. Oh, gosh. All right, we'll do chicken. Oh. Oh, that one's so hot afterwards. It's like as soon as you swallow the food, then your tongue just is like... That last one was super hot. More than I expected. Okay, so those are the Garbage Pail Kids hot sauces available from FYE. Check their retail stores. Anyway, they're really good. Thanks again to Tops for collaborating with me and FYE for the sauces. So this video is not sponsored. I'm just a big fan of Garbage Pail Kids, and it was insanely cool to get to collaborate with them on this. Huge thanks to Ira Friedman, GPK's brand ambassador and someone involved with Garbage Pail Kids since the 1980s. And a special thanks to Brent Engstrom, one of the other current Garbage Pail Kids artists. And lastly, Aaron Booton, the GPK historian who runs gpkworld.com. Okay, so I told you at the beginning about this limited Andymation card that Tops made. If you want to get one of these, just head over to my website, andymation.shop, and you can pick one up there. I've also posted a couple bonus videos over on my Patreon, so if you want to go support me there, you can check those out, including the extended interview with Joe Simko. And then I also did a video where I wanted to see what would happen if I soaked the gum in water overnight. So I tried that. So you can go check that out over on my Patreon page. And I want to end by just showing you a few of the current Garbage Pail Kids products. Of course, there's the 2020 Late to School card series. This windshield shade just came out. Joe did the artwork for that. Of course, there's the cereal that I tried in my last video. There's a brand new book by R.L. Stein coming out at the end of September. I'll put a bunch of links below. And the official Garbage Pail Kids Facebook page is a really great place to stay up on all these things. Oh, should I read the back of the card to you? Wanted for vandalism, Andymation, guilty of the following crimes: defacing locker with Garbage Pail Kids stickers, turning math book into a flip book, filling history book with stick figures, skipping gym class to go to the library, turning library books into flip books.